Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of Making It Work Groudon. If you didn't see our last video, I recommend you check it out. It was pretty cool. We kind of just swept our opponent. We're going to go into another 2 battles today. First opponent of the day has a team of Kyogre, Kangaskhan, Smeargle, Ferrothorn, Giratina, Origin, and Gothitelle. So, Smeargle is... I hate Smeargle right now. It's been a really big pain to deal with lately, because I've seen like Choice Scarf, Smeargle, and all that stuff, and it's just not fun. I think the safest play here is like Zapdos, Kangaskhan. Kind of because it deals with Kyogre, Kangaskhan, Smeargle. Pretty good. It can deal with Giratina and Gothitelle. And I finally gave my Kangaskhan Scrappy. I'm going to have Groudon in the back, and I think Xerneas is a good play here. I don't think I actually EV trained my Xerneas to outspeed his Smeargle, so I should get on that. Okay, so this team is interesting. Kyogre probably is a primal form, although Choice Scarf one isn't bad to use either. Choice Scarf is actually pretty good if you know how to support it right, especially with Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan is just so good with the Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. Smeargle is also another threatening Pokemon, and it's even a little scarier with the legendaries. My opponent's going to just lead with Kangaskhan, Gothitelle, so they might be trying to set up Trick Room. So I am going to... I go for Trick Room. Not a good position for me. I could go for the Fake Out on Gothitelle and the Thunderbolt just to try and take it out. Although that leaves my Kangaskhan open, so that may not have been the best play, because Low Kick has a chance of actually taking out my Kangaskhan. They actually switched their Kangaskhan, so good thing I didn't Fake Out it. Okay, I get Fake Out on Gothitelle as well as Thunderbolt, so I should be able to take out Gothitelle next turn, especially with Zapdos running Heat Wave. So I'm just going to return Gothitelle and do Heat Wave. And my opponent probably notices now that it's... Yeah. My opponent may switch into Primal Kyogre if they have that. If they do, that's not good for me. I could go for the Heat Wave, although I take the chance of not getting an attack off this turn. They could switch Gothitelle into Kyogre, trying to save their Ferrothorn. I kind of need to get rid of Ferrothorn right away, though. What do I do? I guess I go for Heat Wave. They're not really going to be able to do too much. Heat Wave goes off. One-shots Ferrothorn, so I guess it's good I went for Heat Wave. And then I return. So even if they did switch Kyogre in for Gothitelle and expected a Heat Wave from my Zapdos, I would have been able to outspeed it next turn with Zapdos anyways, so I would have been in a good position. So that's why I went for the Heat Wave, just in case, so I could take out the Ferrothorn, because that was the biggest threat to my team so far. Xerneas, I can actually set up with it if my Zapdos, and I can. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna switch Kangaskhan in for Groudon, so I both have Groudon and Zapdos. If they knock out my Pokemon, I can then next turn Fake Out. Well, whenever they knock it out, I can Fake Out or set up Geomancy with Xerneas, and then it's pretty much game there. Let's see. I'm going to protect my Zapdos. They're probably going to go for a Fake Out. So, send out Groudon, Mega Evolve. Now my opponent can't use Water moves. I protect. Kangaskhan goes for Fake Out on my Groudon, not doing too much damage. The bulk of Groudon really showing. Alright. Now, don't miss this time. I'm going to go for a Thunderbolt on the Kyogre to just try and take it out. Now, excuse me for 1 second while I go grab a charger. Plan failed. We may have to end this video soon. Anyways, okay, so looks like Kyogre fainted. I totally missed that turn. Low kick doing nothing to Groudon. Okay. Fire Punch Thunderbolt should seal up this game, so let's go, Kangaskhan. Yeah, Sucker Punch doing next to nothing on Groudon. Groudon's defense is just way too high. Alright, game 1 done. Let's jump into game 2. Load before my game I can't talk in these videos. Anyways, my opponent just has 4 Pokemon. So they have Reshiram, Zekrom, Landorus, Therian, and Ferrothorn. So Zapdos is pretty much the Pokemon that can take out both Landorus and Ferrothorn here. And then Xerneas can just take out everything else. So I think a good thing to lead with is just Xerneas, Kangaskhan, and then have Zapdos in the back and Groudon. Metagross isn't doing too much for this team. I may switch it out for something else. It's just not being used, so I may want to put Aegislash in there for wide guard or better switching. Okay, my opponent leads with Reshiram, Zekrom, while I would lead with Xerneas, Kangaskhan. I gave my Xerneas max HP, so it should be able to take an attack. And I'm just going to fake out the Reshiram because that's actually something my Xerneas can't hit super effectively, so I'm a little more worried about that than Zekrom. Zekrom does Fusion Bolt, doesn't knock out my Xerneas, which is great. I get Geomancy up. Okay, now I'm going to go for the Dazzling Gleam. That should knock out Zekrom, and then I'm going to go for a Sucker Punch on Reshiram. They may switch, which I don't mind. They actually switch into Ferrothorn. I'm okay with that. Get Dazzling Gleam off. How much damage does it do to Ferrothorn? It does a good amount. That's one scary Xerneas. Alright. So, they're now sending out Landorus Therian. I'm assuming this Landorus Therian is Choice Scarfed. Although I could be wrong. I'm gonna... Do I want to Power Up Punch? I kind of just want to get... Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to protect my Xerneas and switch my Kangaskhan into Zapdos. So next turn, I can do Hyper Void, Dazzling Gleam, knock out the Landorus. Okay, Landorus is actually Assault Vest, so good thing to note. So actually now I know I outspeed them, so I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, Heat Wave, and that should take out both Landorus and Ferrothorn. And Dazzling Gleam actually knocks out the Landorus Assault Vest in one hit. I'm assuming it's Assault Vest. Could be wrong. Okay, so my opponent just forfeited. So pretty quick games. I may have to... Wow, only 8 minutes. So 2 quick games. My team's just kind of sweeping if it gets in the right position. I mean, last time we saw Xerneas sweep my opponent after I got Geomancy set up. Same with this. Even if you resist it, it does like almost half damage to those Pokemon such as Ferrothorn, as you saw. And then it one-shots anything else that doesn't resist it. So, pretty scary. But I'm loving the Xerneas and the Groudon's doing pretty good. I think I'm going to switch Metagross out for Aegislash because I want to be able to support my Groudon against another Groudon. Because I'm assuming most Groudons are going to be running the Percipicy the physical move, the ground physical move that's super effective against my Groudon. So if I can use Wide Guard and stop it, that'll put my Groudon in a lot better position and help me deal with other Groudons. Alright, anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in to day 2 of Making It Work Groudon. We got 2 wins off, so we're at up 4 wins with this team. I'm liking it. Anyways, leave a like if you like the video, dislike if you dislike it, and a comment below. I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 3 of Making It Work Groudon.